Ooh, do you hear that? That's right, class is in session for today's Joe Show, sponsored by Innovations by Magnet. We are looking at the education market. We'll talk about the size and scope of it. We'll also talk about some school needs, some entry points for distributors, and we also have a special product section for products that will be great for the education. All that straight ahead on today's Joe Show. All right, schools today are a little different than they were back in the 70s when I went to school. In fact, in my hometown of Roslyn, PA, we had 4 elementary schools. We had 3 public schools and 1 Catholic school, St. John of the Cross. That's where I spent my days. However, today there's only 1 elementary school, but that doesn't mean that this isn't a viable market for distributors. According to our latest figures, there was $1.7 billion of ad specialties sold to the education market. But let's look at some of the numbers. Okay, and this is according to the U.S. Department of Education. 98,000 plus public elementary and secondary schools. There was 4,694 charter schools and 3,021 magnet schools. Now, the National Catholic Association, they report 8,000 parochial schools in this country. In addition, the National Center for Education Statistics claims that there's 4,000 colleges and universities in the U.S. alone. Now, the U.S. Department of Education says there are 50 million students in the K through 12 public school system in this country. And when we look at that, 6.9 million of them are actually high school athletes. So there's a lot of schools, there's a lot of students, there's a lot of need for promotional products. We're going to come back and look at some of those needs. Okay, there's a lot of schools out there, there's a lot of students out there, but all the schools are not the same. Now, a preschool will have needs that are different than an elementary school. The elementary school will probably have different needs from middle schools and junior high schools, and of course, when you get into high school, those needs are different and probably completely the opposite world of colleges and universities. Then you got to look at public school versus private school versus parochial school. Okay, they might do things different, as well as the charter schools out there might be different than a magnet school. And then we can't forget about trade and vocational schools because they also have needs. Now, what you want to do is go and talk to administrators, find out what the school's needs are, and then you're going to find all the different buying centers within that school. Sports teams, they have needs for uniforms, for warm-ups, but they also have booster clubs that need to sell products to raise funds. They also need to give products out to people who are booster sponsors. Now, they have chess teams, you have honor society, marching band, they all have needs, whether it's to show what they're affiliated with or to just show school pride. You're going to want to find those needs. Also, schools are really having their budgets squeezed now. A lot of states are slashing school budgets because there's really going to be now a need for schools to partner with local businesses and corporations, and that's where you come in. You can actually help them find a marriage partner, a partner in the corporate world. Now, in PA, a lot of this is starting to happen, and what we're finding is that they're not allowed to outwardly promote products and services. Any ads that they do in schools have to be educational in purpose. They can give out notebooks, a little ad at the bottom, but it can't be, again, selling products and services. One school is actually having a big company wrap their lockers rather than spend the money to paint them. They're wrapping them in a big ad, and again, that is educational. So that's your job now. So go in there, find the corporate sponsor for the school client, and you're going to have a lot of success with that because you're going to kind of meet the needs of the school, and you're also going to meet the needs of your corporate client. Now, we're going to stop for a word from today's Joe Show sponsor, Innovations by Magnet, and when we come back, we're going to have some products that are going to fit some unique needs for your school clients. And now, 2 products from today's sponsor, Innovations by Magnet. The first one I want to show you, and it comes with a key tag, a carabiner clip, and these are actually silicone measuring cups, and you see I'm popping these out. They fold up nice and neatly so they can go easily into a kitchen drawer. They don't take up too much room. Not only is this great for anyone in the food industry, in the school industry, think of any school that teaches cooking. It could be a vocational school, or it could also be a high school that teaches cooking to adults at night. Okay, this next set, I'm going to open this up, and inside here there's a very nice barbecue set. And I'm going to put it down for a second and show you all the components. There is a mitt, a spatula with a serrated edge, a silicone pasting brush, which I prefer to the nylon brushes, and also there's a pair of tongs here. So again, great for someone who sells grills. It could be also anyone who comes and does patios, builds patios and decks, and again, for anyone in the food school industry, and again, that could be someone who teaches people how to cook, or it could be vocational schools. Now we're going to go back to the Joe Show. All right, now we have 10 products that are going to fit maybe some new and different and creative ideas for your school clients. We're going to start off with this first one. Now, if you've been to football games, during timeouts, a trainer will run out there with water bottles, and here's a different carrier that can be used to deliver the water bottle. So it's good for any sports teams in high schools and colleges as well. Can also be something that boosters clubs sell to raise funds or give out to anyone who sponsors the teams, because I think that this is made of that neoprene material. This would be a great water carrier for anyone, whether it's high school sports, club sports, or anyone along those lines. All right, the next product I have for you. Most students have backpacks, but sometimes they don't need something big and bulky. They need something a little smaller. I like this one. This is a drawstring bag. It's got a thicker cord here, so those smaller cords aren't going to be digging into shoulders. It's got a front pocket, and you'll see here this grommet. Through there, some earbuds can come, so the student can listen to their music as they have this on their back. And again, there's ample room inside, and it is a cinch sack. So if students can't afford book bags, some schools in the cities students can't afford them, and corporations will sponsor them. This would be an idea for a corporation to sponsor. Also good to sponsor for the local sports teams at the schools, because those students come to school, they have to have their clothes for practice and games after school's over, so they can put it in that. All right, my kids go to school and they used to forget their homework because I have nothing to write it on, Dad. Well, here, let's solve that problem. Every student at the beginning of school year can get these mini notepads. You can get any type of logo or slogan on the front here, and every student can get it the first day of school, and then they can be made available to buy for a nominal fee at the school bookstore. So again, some of your corporate clients might want to sponsor these, or any school can put these in the school bookstore and then give these out to students on the first day of school. When I went to school, you took your lunch to school. We didn't have a cafeteria at my elementary school, so I always brought a lunch. Here's a variation of a lunch bag. Now what I like about this, it's got a little window up front here, so everyone can put a card in there with the student's name. When you show you the inside, there's some pocket dividers in there, and you'll see the silver. This is insulated, so it's going to keep a student's lunch nice and cold. And it's got a zipper top. Also good when they go on field trips. Sometimes they bring their own food in reusable bags, so this will be good. And it has a pocket on the outside and a mesh pocket here. So again, anyone who's looking to sponsor students, or maybe make that available so parents can buy it for their students. All right. This next little model here, okay, this is actually a hospital, but they can actually get this for schools. These buildings, a lot of people put these over their door jambs in their homes. School replica, it's something that's great for the PTA to sell to help raise money for some event. It's also good to give out to volunteers. Graduating students might like to take a piece of the school with them, so a piece of the school would actually be a replica of the school that they could put over top of a door jamb. So this is a neat product and a different product. Pep rallies are a place where students show their school spirit and their pride, and sometimes they wear socks, and this is neat. You could have the school name on there, the school mascot on there. That's a knee sock. This one doesn't go up as high. This is almost like halfway up the shin sock here. This one says, "We are one school, we are one student body." So again, it could be a fundraiser for some of the sports teams, way for people to come to that pep rally and show their school spirit and their school pride. Most kids need water, whether they're playing sports, walking at the park, no matter what. So again, here's a great idea. Again, it could be a fundraiser for sports teams. It can be given out to students. Corporations can sponsor this to make sure every student has a water bottle. Okay. It's got a twist off top, and this is made of aluminum, so there is no worry about that plastic leaching into the water. And you'll see these bands here. You can get it in the school color with these two silicone bands around it. Gives them a little bit of grip and a little bit of color to a otherwise silver bottle. This is another great product for students who bring sandwiches to school. Sometimes they don't have a refrigerator or an insulated bag to put their lunch in. So here is a great little keeper, great size for sandwich. Parents are going to make the sandwich, put it in here, and overnight the lid will have been in the refrigerator, actually the freezer, and that gel is going to freeze. They snap the lid on top. That sandwich is going to stay cold, especially if they don't have a refrigerator to put it in. Also good for salads too. Maybe some students are eating lighter, eating a little more healthy, and they're putting salads in here. So this can be given out to students at the beginning of the school year. It can be sold in a school bookstore. Local grocery stores could sponsor schools, or actually have this as a gift with purchase for parents who come in and say, my child goes to such and such elementary school, and they get a discount on this product. Everyone needs to be recognized in the school for all their accomplishments, whether it's great grades, whether it's being a good school citizen. Where my kids go to school, their motto is, it's no place for hate. So they have these peer groups where kids go and they learn how to deal with problems. So here's some ideas I think that are great for little awards or rewards. And this is the Goofy Group pen. I like this little guy. It's a big high five, so it could be the high five award because you did a good job in that peer group. For someone who makes honor roll, you're number one, or someone who's a good school citizen, you're number one. Thanks a lot for everything you do here. And again, this could be for a peer group that deals with trouble in school, bullying and stuff, and kind of making sure that that doesn't happen. You know, you're the Peace Award, We Love You Award. And these are fun, funky little pens. They have a little suction cup, a great way to recognize the students when they're out on break, out at lunch, when they come back, that suction cupped onto their desk. And when they come back, they see that they have a little award, and of course the teacher can then recognize them. I have one more product, excuse me while I bring the mannequin dude in. And sports teams need warm-ups, whether it's football, soccer, basketball, any of the sports teams. The cheer squad needs warm-ups. The band needs warm-ups. Everyone could use a warm-up too. All students can have it. This is a great warm-up here. It's a quarter zip. And you see there's a spot for an embroidered logo on a collar, and of course on the left chest it does have pockets on both sides. We got a nice contrasting white piping here, and there's some detail in the sleeve. So again, you can get this in the school colors. I think that a student would like to wear this. They can wear it warming up for any sport. They can wear it on a cool day in the fall or the spring. They can wear it outside of school when they're in the mall on vacation, always showing a little bit of school pride. All right, well, those are the products we had for you today for the education market. Now remember, there's a lot of schools out there. They're going to be needing your help, your assistance, especially since states are starting to cut school budgets, and they're going to be looking for funds to get things with logos on it, things that students need for doing homework, things that students need to show pride in their school, also for booster clubs to sell and make money. And again, corporations can get involved. It's your job to find the two that work together and make a good, happy marriage. All right, those are all the products I had for you. That's all the information I had for you. Thanks a lot for watching. This is ASI TV.